Once upon a time, there was a boy who learned to pray before he learned to fear. Who knelt at every altar, swore he heard a voice draw near, and built his whole cathedral on the hope that someone somewhere held him dear. This is the story of the year. It disappeared. I learned the litany of longing before the dawn could warn me. The kneeling and the keening and the leaning toward the holy. I circled something searing and the burning kept returning, and I never thought to question what was looming, what was yearning. This is the long way lost, the slow arc into dark. This is Aphelion, and the fire's just a spark. Starts so slow you barely sense the slipping. A colder crypt where scripture used to grip. I scoured every psalm for something sacred I could grasp, but the prophets sold me promises that crumbled into ash. So why'd I forfeit all the credit for a warmth these hands had grown? Why'd I label my own halo borrowed, beg before a borrowed throne? This is the long way lost, the slow arc into dark. This is Aphelion, and I am not the spark. I think I am the dark. Here's what no one in the chapel ever confessed. The farthest point from God isn't where the faithful freeze. It's where you drift far enough to turn and see. There was never a hand upon the wheel. The light I spent my whole life on my knees to feel was burning underneath the whole ordeal. So I'm not crawling back to kiss the floor, I'm coming back to torch the temple I was tithing to before. So let it lapse the cinder, let the chapel crack and scatter, let the stained and sacred shatter into matter that won't matter. I was never just a kneeler in the choir growing sadder. I was always all the fire. They were fleeing as I gathered. So drag me down the orbit, drag me devil through the dust. Now I'll arrive alive as arson that their altars can't allow. Now not the moth and not the martyr, not the meek they tried to vow. Now I'm the brightest blackened heretic that burned because somehow I am Aphelion, the far and final flame. And the God they swore was guarding only ever gave my name. So let it burn the same. Once upon a time, there was a boy who disappeared. I just never heard the voice beneath it. The only one that ever volunteered. Was mine.